Hello, my luminous souls. Welcome to the 8 biome. You are here because you're aligned and ready for your spiritual grit, the kind that builds you, not breaks you. Today's thread that has found you in this moment is the wound. So with the wound, it is a sacred site of pain and power. This also is a space of the medicine of remembering what survived the breaking. It reveals what still bleeds energetically and what has sealed. Also, it's a sanctuary of your story where healing becomes heritage. So, let's see what this wound has for us. So if something has been aching without words, this thread may help you name it and begin to reclaim what it took. We have 1144, 1144, high vibes, very nice. Divine intervention, prosperity, big ventures, fated events, faith, purpose, higher calling. Love or other happiness lurks just around the corner. It will be something much better in your wildest dreams. Than your wildest dreams. Okay. A rare opportunity, an exciting encounter with like-minded people will exceed your expectations. So 1144, if you see ones, fours, anywhere, synchronicities, patterns, totals, times, know that this message is most likely for you. Let's see what else we have today. Sorry, y'all. I am recovering over a stuffy nose. If I sound a little different today. Oh, and I've officially released my new deck, guys. Just take a look at it through the reels. Give me your opinion of what more you want to see from it. I'm just slowly giving a little sneak peek. See if you guys even like it. But I love it. I love it, and I cannot wait to share with everyone. All right. What else do we need to know about this wound? Be patient. I like that. One of our greatest virtues is patience. Learn to be patient with yourself and others. So high vibes and patience. Okay. Couldn't ask for any more or less. Let's keep going with the energy cards and see what else we can find out about this wound. Oh, gosh. Maybe you have high energy happening, anxiety. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Smell the roses. Slow down. Take some you time. Get out in nature, literally. Recharge. Breathe, let go, clear your mind. Today, good vibes now in the moment. Isolation, rejected, left alone, self-inflicted. Soulmate, twin flame, friendship, romantic partner. Underneath the bottom of the deck, we have puzzled, confused, perplexed, conflicted, inflicted. Conflicted, inflicted. Okay. I totally understand why you're feeling like you're in a puzzled state of mind. You have done the work. You have to remember in this moment in time, even though these are timeless readings, In this moment in time, we are completing a major cycle. The year 9 is almost over in a matter of a couple of weeks. Are you excited? I am. Oh my gosh. And if you've done the work as I see you have, just simply on what source is asking for the task at hand, what is going on, you've done the work, but you're like in a void period right now, which is great. A void is more like a pause, a hold, what's another good word? A breath, a wait. It's good to be in, like, you're in your sovereignty moment. So you are to enjoy what you've done. It's been a rough year. I feel it already. It's been a rough year. Be patient. I feel like you've done all this work all year and now you're just ready to be there. But you have to have a breathing period before the blessing starts coming. You know, you don't want to be all amped up and ready to go when blessings come, because then you're probably going to obliterate them or, go too hard when you need to be soft. It's asking you to recharge. So this is the task at hand. Just smell the roses. Recharge. Take it day by day. It feels like isolation, sure, but you're almost there. It's not a negative thing. Oh, I'm so sorry that you're sitting in isolation. And a possible twin flame or even a soulmate is coming your way, whether it's a new friendship, a new partnership, a new trusted person, a new like-minded person. Okay, so I mean, this is pretty promising. So don't cut yourself too short. Don't be too hard on yourself now. All right, let's keep going. I always like this. So I'm thinking birthdays. I'm thinking Cappy's birthdays. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Capricorns out there. Birthday season. Birthday season. You know, if you're like me and many others, it kind of sucks too, depending on where you are in the world. But this time is normally around winter, and you can still have fun, but at a frigid cost. You know what I mean? Trying to look cute in the snow ain't fun. All right, let's see. So don't overthink it is what I'm getting at. Oh, okay, fine. We have conflicted again. Come on, come on, come on, come on. It's like I said, don't overthink it. I literally just said that. Don't overthink it. You're supposed to be smelling the roses, and you're just trying to think if there's anything else you can do. What more? Why is nothing happening? It's almost like you turned a key and you're ready for the door to swing open, but this is like a heavy iron door, and it just takes time to like open because it's so heavy. You have to let go of the expectations. You really do at this point. So conflicted decisions, hot and cold, multiple choices. See what I'm saying? Overthinking. We have commitment, marriage, promises, fidelity. Okay, flippy cards. Boundaries. No, drawing the line. Enough. Sorry. Just seems like it's a personal problem, actually. This doesn't seem like anybody's at fault right now. Conflicted or conflict. Goodness gracious. This is the same deck. Okay, clashing, differences, incompatibility. Conflict, conflicted, inflicted. Like, I don't think I've seen this word so many times like this before. And ecstasy, chasing thrills, excitement, good times. Underneath the deck, trapped, stuck, tied down. I feel like I need to put these cards down a little bit. Like they weren't in my visual the last couple of times. Okay, well, you're not trapped, okay? You're just at the finish line. Like, please don't ruin it so that you have to do this another year. Is that what you want? Is that what you want? To be so impatient that you got to learn lessons of patience for the next 9 years? Please don't do that. Please don't. Please. You've come so far. You did a great job. I promise. I promise. So it already looks like you're conflicted with smelling the roses. Source wants you to commit to recharging. Like, just recharge. And I feel like you're recharging in the energy of a commitment. Like, some of us go through this journey to better ourselves for X, Y, Z. You may be that person that worked on themselves for a better life because you want a healthier relationship and marriage. Like, there's things we do throughout this journey for things. And yours is in specific seems to be like a soulmate. Or new companionships, right? So you need to commit to the recharge. You need to keep this glow up happening. Gotta put the boundaries up on the day by day thing. Just please let it be day by day. If it's not 24 hours, then it's 12 hours. But don't control anything past that. Okay? No controlling anything past that. And isolation ain't no fun for nobody. It's like a timeout, it's like our parents just loved us kind of thing. But in the moment, we're like, they hate us. They put me in timeout forever, which was like 10 minutes. Forever. So don't overthink the situation. And I do feel like when soulmate comes, you're just going to be like, yes, I did it. The first thing that came to me is just don't jump at the first one you see. Make sure you vet them. Make sure you're not casually doing things anymore, like casually dating, casually hooking up. Like, really go with this with the long-term mindset. Ask questions, get to know them. Like, I know loneliness is a real thing and the human touch is a real thing, but just don't jump at the first one you see. Please court this person. You've done all this work. You don't want to throw it away with the bad apple, okay? And you're not trapped. It's just a feeling. You just feel that way, okay? I promise. All right, so let's keep going. Be patient. High vibes. Be patient. High vibes. Gotta get an extra cleanse on that. Let's go into the traditional tarot and see what Source has to say about this. All right. Sometimes I'm called to do it a different way, so I just like to listen. Forgive my pause. All right, ready? Let's see what we have for this wound today. Okay, so here we are with the Two of Cups. In reverse, talking about you needing, you're not in any kind of relationship, it seems like, friendships, like you've purged everyone out, which is good. We just came over a retrograde, right? But you're not in a place like you are upset or feeling a kind of way that there's no friendship, no companionship right now. It's just not in this moment. It's just being patient. Like I said, you're in the stillness. You're in the pause. You're in the void. You're at a zero. I feel a zero, and numerology is coming up for the vibration of stillness. The moment before you take a deep breath in. But when it comes to companionship right now, it's just not in this moment. That's all. It's just not in this moment because you're in this void. Maybe you're in a situation thinking that this person's the one. Well, Source is saying it's not the time to find companionship at this moment. New companionship, constant companionship. We also have the King right here, King of Pentacles as your influence, calling you forward to stand into your higher power of like taking your throne back when it comes to the tangible things. You've worked really hard. This is about your stability. This is about your foundation. Like you are in a position where you're totally in control of the outcome of where your life goes from here on out. So don't be conflicted with that. Almost look like a knife or a sword coming out. We have the Temperance in reverse in your rooted position. You're just having a hard time believing that you're in this perfect situation because maybe you're stuck in the mindset of instant gratification. Temperance in reverse is demonstrating that you need to balance within as without. Things you have without does not necessarily reflect what's within, and vice versa. Just because the outside looks empty and there's probably no one around you and you have to walk on a beach to recharge or walk in a park alone. That's the balance. You have to find the appreciation. And I get committing to loving yourself. You have to commit to loving yourself before you can let anyone else in. Okay, so you're still balancing the boundaries you have to enjoy it day by day. This is literally an inside job. This isn't reflecting anyone outside of you. This is all in your emotions, in your mental state. Like this is how you talk to yourself. So you need to start balancing that out. And appreciate the boundaries. It's not a punishment, not at all. But right now you're just not balancing within the idea of this way you've been living. That's why you're overthinking things. There's not more to it. You just need to find a new normal and a new happiness with what you have right now so you can move on to the next. Oh, please go straight. Sometimes these cards make me hyper focus on them. Recharge and commit, recharge and commit, recharge and commit. And we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse where you're out, you're stuck. You're not stuck. What was I going to say? Oh my gosh. You're stuck. I wasn't going to say that, but it came out. Sick. There we go. You're sick and tired of being at rock bottom. So you're done. You're done with the struggle. You're done with the conflict of isolation, which is great because you weren't being punished to begin with. This is just how you clear it out so you can build again. Okay? But you're definitely over it, and I feel you on that, and as you should be. You've done the work. Like I said, this isn't a punishment. This is just a realization of where you're at and what it really means so you can move forward and get the fruitopia that you want, or, like the freedom and the proper like-minded people and the right energy and how you can keep flourishing moving forward. We have the Six of Pentacles in the upright position. So yeah, I don't know if I want to say this is someone who's needy and coming by, but when you start turning things around and start giving back in the sense of not being so woe is me and start appreciating the life around you and not like just giving back, it's more like just pouring into people outside of you. Just being that beacon where you go to the store, someone starts chatting you up and you just either are an ear or you say those two words that help them kick off and start their awakening. You just need to be that person right now. You don't see it coming yet. It's on its way. But once you know how, or once you realize your position of what Source is asking you to do while you're in this isolation, you're going to kick off from here. You're going to know exactly what to do. And it can come across as you being needy for the soulmate in ecstasy. So please don't be so needy about the first person you see. That's all. I'm not saying you're not going to find your soulmate. I'm just saying, like, really court them, please. Something tells me don't take the first one. Don't take the first one. Don't be like, yeah, I did it. That you just take the first one. Oh my gosh. You hear how risky that sounds? Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so in the pivot, you have the 10 of Swords in reverse. So you've definitely had your last straw. This is you just like, I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to be alone. I'm tired of being isolated. I'm ready to live my life. How many lessons does Source need me to learn? Well, you've learned them all. You just need to learn to sit in your new normal as you are and love yourself for just being you. You should be so grateful for the simplicity things of life, like breathing, still being here, still being alive. Appreciate your vessel, appreciate your body, you know. You got to go back to the bottom of things. Like, that's what I call humbling yourself. Realize how far we've come and where we even came from. How lucky we are to be here, kind of thing. We have the Fool in reverse. The interference. This is like the energy that's complicating the situation. So you're hesitating on taking this leap. And it's crazy because you've literally done all the work. Like, I don't even see more work to do, just you accepting where you're at right now. Like, don't be afraid to take that leap. And if you were worrying, Ally is telling you that you've definitely broke cycles. You've taken your power back. You've rightened all the wrongs out there in your life. Like, so you've broken major cycles. This is not following you anymore. Whatever you came from, especially this isolation, this isn't it. This is the beginning. And you've broken those cycles, so you don't have to worry about moving forward, running into those people again. You're not even on that frequency for them to even see you or cross your path. Does that make sense? You just have to trust that you're so high up there that those low vibrating people can't even see you even if you walk by, right? Not even on the same level. We have the Magician in reverse and the Becoming. So what I suggest is it's like you're more into the material world right now instead of being like you're slipping into the material instead of spiritual like you were. So it's just a heads up, just to be careful. Try not to go back to the old way of thinking, like the human way of thinking. And don't think you can manipulate the situation. You really have to keep going tried and true, just like you were, though. I'm not asking you to do anything you weren't already doing. Okay, just don't manipulate the situation, please. Like, it's going to, you see the proof. You've done all this work, okay? So there's no steps that have been missed. There's nothing else you need to do, but just please smell the roses, recharge, show gratitude again, appreciation, like all that. Like, just stop where you're at and be like, thank you. Okay? I got end of the year causes anxiety, and I can relate to that a little bit. Like, holidays are zipping by, New Year's here, year's over. I mean, it's beginning, but like everything's over and you're just like, oh my God. Or that feeling of the year's ending, did I do it all? Like, don't suck into that anxiety of the end of the year. If you really have an issue about New Year's, like I do, I just don't like how everything happens at once. It feels like you work so hard, gifts going out, food, visit, and then done. And then it's like quiet at the beginning of the year, and it's just, I don't like it. So what I'm getting at is I'm suggesting maybe you close out the year on your time. I'm a real big fan about that. Close out your year. Let's just say you do it right now. Close out your year. New Year's. Have your New Year's. Do your resolutions and whatever you do in traditions. Close it out and sit in a void until the new year comes. Like, it's such a different energy about it. You end it on your terms. End it on a good note. And celebrate yourself. Go out to dinner, even if it's by yourself. Celebrate the end of your year. For real. Like, you don't have to wait for a calendar to tell you to begin again. To start over, it ends here. Like, I've already closed out my year last month, if you really want to know. I closed out my year last month. And I'm just sitting in a void until the first comes around. And technically, it's not even the real New Year. So, why follow the calendar if everything's made up? So anyways, what I'm getting at is don't feel like you can manipulate the situation. You will hurt yourself. You will hinder yourself, for sure. Seven of Wands underneath the bottom, underneath, as you're becoming. You're no longer defending what this is. You're no longer defending that more has to happen, which is awesome. That's what we want for you, okay? You're seeing that you're no longer trapped. You don't have to, like, what are you defending for? You did all the work. You should be proud and standing in your accomplishments. You know what I'm saying? Then we have the Wounded Warrior at the bottom of the deck, Nine of Wands, upright. You're not going to give up. Good for you. You better not. You worked too hard. You see what I'm saying? Work way too hard. What, you didn't come this far just to come this far, right? Oh my goodness. Well, okay, travelers, that's where the thread stops here. I hope this resonated and brought you clarity. Let me know in the comments what spoke to you the most. And before you jump to the quantum timeline, leave a like and a follow. It helps the next traveler find their way back. Until we meet again, luminous souls, stay clear, stay sovereign, stay protected, and I'll see you on the next pull of the thread.